I'm your girl, Angie Smalls, and we got a new episode, and we got a very special guest today in the building. Mom and Dad, I'm officially Hollywood. We got the amazing, hunky actor, Carlo Mendez.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. And, that little description, definitely what all the girls are thinking. I mean, I'm sure you get that.
It is what it is. I don't see what other people see, but you know what? I'll take the compliments.
And, one thing I've been noticing as well is you're just very down to earth. I really, really do admire that. How do you, stay grounded? Because...
That's a very good, interesting question. I'll tell you why. Lately, I've been hearing that, right? Doing all these little interviews and podcasts. I don't see how maybe other people aren't like that. I don't see how you cannot be like that. I mean, why wouldn't you be grounded and humble? But then again, I guess you do have people, actors or celebrities that think that they're higher and more mightier than anybody else. And that is a ridiculous notion to me. You treat everybody with kindness. You treat everybody how you want to be treated. Treat me good and I'll treat you better, type of thing. So it's funny. I had somebody else the other day. Oh, you're so kind and so humble. I'm like, but I don't know any other way. But I guess you have some, can you say kind of like bad words here? Celebrity assholes out there, I guess, that give a bad name to other celebrity good people. So thank you so much. But I don't see any other way to be, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I just really wanted to tell you that because I did meet you at you took time out. You were at the mental health awareness media event, and you were out there. I don't know who got you involved with that. I don't know if it was Christian.
Yeah, it was Christian. Yeah, he's the one that asked me to come. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Christian Allen.
Yeah, Christian.
And I just thought that was so amazing that you just came out and supported the event and were, really, really nice to everyone and took the time out to go to this event. And it was at a local college.
Yeah, it took me an hour and 45 minutes to get there.
Wow.
That was during traffic. And normally, I'm only 25, 30 minutes away from there. That's crazy just how bad traffic it was during that time traffic hour.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and...
He asked me, and I told him, yeah, I'll be able to go. I just can't stay too long because I got to go work. So I am a hustler. I'll do my acting and bartending at night. So I'm always hustling, doing something to keep myself productively busy.
Tell us more about your bartending.
Yeah, so I work at a bar in Hollywood. It's called La Descarga. It's a Cuban bar made out to be out Cubans back in the 50s, burlesque dancing, live music. And I've been there for 14 years. And it's really helped me, sustain myself and my lifestyle at the moment because I can do my acting, go away for a couple of weeks, a month, whatever. And since I've been there for so long, they don't have a problem with it. And come back and bartend. And I bartend on the weekends or whenever they need me, but mostly on the weekends. And I'm fine with that at the moment because instead of not working, I'd be getting in trouble. Like going out, drinking, spending money. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather work it, be productive, make money, and stay out of trouble.
Really? Okay.
And I enjoy it. It's fun. It's fun to bartend.
Yeah, no, it seems like a really fun job. I just recently had a guest. Her name is Glam Tender, and she is also a bartender. And she drinks with her.
See, I've done it all. I've been there for 14 years. I used to drink at work. I don't anymore.
Okay.
This year, luckily, I've only drank twice. New Year's Eve and my birthday.
Okay, well, that's warranted.
Yeah, and that's it. Because there was a time where I was drinking every day at work. Because it's so accessible. You're bartending, you have the alcohol right there. You take a shot, and it does get busy. At the spot that I'm at, it gets really busy. Sometimes you need a shot to level out. Mm-hmm. So I found myself for a while there drinking every night I was working.
Wow.
And I didn't like it. It got to a point where I was sleeping in late, not working out, not being productive. Mm-hmm. When you drink that much, I don't care what anybody says, you're not being productive.
Yeah.
And you're slowly destroying your body. So I took a long, hard look at myself in the mirror and I was like, all right, you got to stop. No more. So now I don't drink anymore. If I have customers, my regulars like, come on, take a shot. Either I'll pour a fake shot or I give an excuse like, hey, look, I gotta wake up early, or hey, look, I'm taking steroids. I'm not
No.
drinking. Yeah, I'll give them that excuse. I'm like, I'm roiding up right now. I can't be drinking while I'm roiding up. Just so they can back off and be like, okay, okay. Because sometimes some of my regulars don't, they don't get the, like, I don't want to drink at work, guys. You don't understand. You're having fun. I'm working, but one shot can lead to 10 at
Yeah.
work in an instant.
Yeah.
So I don't want to drink at work anymore. So
Wow.
some of them are a little pushy. So either I got to fake it, but then they catch them like, oh, is that real? So and then I just got to give the excuse of like, look, I got to wake up early. I got to do some acting work tomorrow. I got to be on point. So sometimes they'll get it at the end. They're like, oh, okay. But yeah, I got to make
Yeah.
up a lot of excuses.
I think that speaks to your discipline, like,
Got to be disciplined. It's easy. I mean, the majority of the bartenders that I've worked with throughout the years, a lot of them are drunks.
wow.
A lot of them are drunks. All they do is just drink at work, go out and drink on their days off. And I've been through that. I don't want that lifestyle anymore.
Yeah. So, okay. So you're an actor, working actor. Also, is that common, do you think? I mean, I'm not in the acting industry, but to have, dual jobs is.
Yes and no. Like I tend to book a lot of jobs of acting, but I haven't booked to the point of where I don't need to bartend anymore. So you still, at my level, you still get bartenders or actors who still have side jobs and side hustles, because like I'll book an acting job for like a few weeks or a month, and then I go dry for another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months of not booking an acting job until I make a name for myself. So that's where like working at night keeps me grounded, disciplined, and keeps me in line, and still making some kind of income while I'm not working as an actor. So yeah, there's once I get to the level where I'm like consistently working as an actor, making really good money, then I don't have to bartend anymore.
Okay. I think you're on the verge.
I hope so. I
You
need
know?
it.
I think so.
I think so too. I
You
think something
know?
great is coming. I always believe and I always have hope and faith that something great is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched your movie Demise.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I was glued to my screen. I did hear you say that there was a lot of twists and turns, and you just don't think it's really, because you hear a lot of people say that about movies, but this movie really, really, really did have a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, it was a small little independent feature, and what I really liked is when I was reading the script, is it had a couple of twists and turns that I didn't expect, because nowadays you watch a movie and you almost can predict everything that is going to happen, no matter what. So I was like, ooh, I didn't see that coming. And Hollywood and filmmakers need to give more credit to the audience, knowing that we're smart. We know what's gonna happen. You sometimes it's a dead giveaway. You gotta be better and smarter at filmmaking, at writing a story or telling a story, because I tell you, nowadays when I watch a movie, 90% of the time, 95, I know exactly what's gonna happen. Especially me, I'm a nerd. I love watching movies and I'm glued to watching movies. So, but this one had a couple of twists and turns that I was like, ooh, okay, I like this. I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming. And I appreciate that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So go definitely look that up. The movie is actually on a bunch of different platforms,
Yeah.
so you can watch it. And it would be great to have like with a glass of wine. I know if you're alone, but I literally wanted to watch it again because I felt like, once you watch a movie again, you also pick up on new things.
Pick up on things. Yeah, exactly.
But I thought it was a great script. So, shout out to the writer. I think, was it Yara?
Yara Estrada Lo. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She wrote and directed it, did an amazing job. And for a small little independent film, I mean, she did a great job. I mean, this did not have a lot of money behind it. Like some people think, oh my God, that looked like $1 million movie. No, it was a lot less than that. But she, got it all together, made it happen. And, what people need to understand is it's a small little budget, little team putting it together. It doesn't have a big budget. So these little movies are a lot more challenging than a multi-million-dollar movie.
Right. And because you were also in that other independent movie, Rogue Cops, or was that the
Yeah,
name of
Road
it?
Cops is another one. I don't think that's come out yet, but yeah, that's another one. Very even smaller budget one and stuff like that. And that one, I was supporting role in that one. But that's another fun one. Just about cops and what they go through and stuff like that. So that's a fun one.
Yeah, I got to go to the premiere.
Yeah. Oh, you did.
Yes, you
Okay.
were not there.
No, I couldn't make
No,
it.
it's okay.
I can't remember why. I think I was on set filming something else.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just, teasing you. But yes, I did go. So was able to see it. I know you're right. I guess it's still in post production.
Yeah, because I still haven't seen it myself, so I don't know what to
You
say. No, I
haven't?
haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to see it before you.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah. So I think that one, I just also saw in the news that you are doing something with Dexter,
Yeah.
which that's really huge. So I'm not much of a television show person, but that's going to be like the small screen kind of.
Yeah, so Dexter is well, I didn't know, I knew about Dexter, but I hadn't really watched it until I booked this, and then I started watching. I got hooked. So it's a really great show. It's on Showtime, I believe, and it's gonna be back on Showtime. So this one's the prequel. This one is what happens to Dexter to become who he does later on in the years in the seasons. So this is the prequel, and it's got Christian Slater's in it. It's Christian Slater's in it. Patrick Dempsey, Christina Milan. You got Joe Pantoliano in it, and a slew of other amazing actors. Sarah Michelle Gellar is gonna be in it. So it's really gearing up to be a great show. And the little bit that I've read and seen and stuff like that, I'm very excited.
That's amazing. So how did you get into that part?
Well, just I just got the audition, self tape, no callback, booked.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when do you guys start shooting?
So we've been shooting already. I already shot a little bit in Miami, and they've been shooting in Miami, and then I'm supposed to shoot some more episodes, either back and forth, some in Miami and some out here. They're doing dual locations.
So, and you're also going to be a drug cartel? Is that what it is?
Yeah, drug cartel. I don't want to give away too much because you got to watch the show. But
I read that online, so it's
yeah, no, that's fine. But my character is got something to do big time with what happens with Dexter.
Okay.
Yeah, being in the drug cartel business and stuff like that. So,
Oh
but
my
there's some good juicy stuff that happens there with my character and Dexter. Yeah.
That's dope. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're doing really well at acting. All of these roles are all different, but if you guys want to see him in action, for sure, I would encourage you guys to at least go watch Demise, because I'm telling you, I wanted to just watch it again as soon as it was over. It was.
Thank you.
I was glued to the screen.
Yeah, it starts off, a little slow, but and then it picks up the pace, and it was just interesting. It's my first lead in a feature film, and I really enjoyed it because I was like, I never played just a normal character like that before, and I like to play different things that are challenging. So for me, that was a challenging part because he's just a normal landscaping guy who owns his business and is doing not the most best thing to his wife, without giving away any spoilers and stuff like that. And then he gets caught up with his mistress and this and that, and bunch of crazy things happen.
A lot of crazy things.
A lot of crazy things happen.
A lot of crazy things happen in that movie. Oh, well, let me go ahead and give everyone a little bit. This is what I read online, just so I can tell people more about you. So you were born in LA, raised in Miami. Obviously the brother of the very famous actress Eva Mendes.
Oh yeah, that's my sister. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's my sister. So you're a highly trained actor, and you studied under Ivana Chubbuck.
Yeah, Ivana Chubbuck.
And you were working with Rob Schneider.
Yeah, I did a show with Rob Schneider. He's amazing. He's great. It's called The Real Rob Season 2 on Netflix. He wrote, directed it, produced it. It's dark humor comedy, which I love. And it's his kind of comedy. He's been one of my favorite comedians growing up. So I was just blown away to be in a show with him. He was so great, so amazing, so smart. He's a really good actor. I know probably people don't give him credit because he's always goofy over the top, but Rob Schneider's a great actor. And if he ever took on a serious role, I'm telling you, he'd blow people away. He's
Okay.
really great. But in the show, yeah, he's funny. He's charismatic. He's a dick. He's everything in that show. And that's real raw, but it's a really funny, dark humored show. I really enjoyed being in it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That's yeah, because all I know of him is like watching him with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, yeah. And in this one, in the show, he had a bunch of cameos from his friends. Adam Sandler had a cameo and a bunch of other friends and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a take on him and his life and who he is and his wife and stuff like that. Who's in it with him and co-wrote everything as well, I believe. And Patricia and yeah, no, it was just a fun show. They were great. They were fun. I just had a blast being on it.
Yeah, and you also were in Parks and Recreation, right?
Yeah, another one that was a great. Yeah, I shot
Yeah.
that a while ago, but that was another one. That was like one of my. Actually, might have been one of my first biggest roles. Was that Parks and Recreation, and to be up there with everybody, I was just so nervous and so blown away because that was like good 3 or 4 years into my acting, and I was like, oh my god, Parks and Recreation, all these greats and funny, hilarious people. That was a dream come true too. I was like, oh my god, that was amazing.
Yeah, no, that's such a funny show. Everybody, I'm sure loves. I've used to watch that show all the
Yeah,
time.
it's a fun one.
I mean, you've gotten so many great parts. Worked with so many great people. And I know this past couple years, the industry has kind of gone through some rough patches, right?
It definitely has, with the strikes and everything that's going on, and it's changed a lot. It's slowed things down, like again, like I'm an actor. I'm not a full-time working actor, not by choice, but it's an actor at my level right now. It's like I'm still struggling to sometimes get auditions, get seen, and get in the door and book. So it changed a lot because it slowed things down to a tremendous way where it's like sometimes I'm not even getting theatrical auditions for 4, 5, 6, 7 months. So I'm hustling on my own of trying to like get jobs on my own, or still my management company is still out there for me. But it's hard. It's really has slowed down a lot.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people sometimes use like their network, but I've also read that you are really, you really like to just put in the work and not necessarily lean on other people.
Yeah, you have to put in the work. You have to, especially specifically in this industry, but for anything, you got to put in the work. You got to study. You got to work. You got to figure things out. You have to be hands on. But because this industry specifically, because it's so competitive. You have 10 guys, or even more, 40, 50 guys lined up to get your job. So you have to be good. You have to be ready. It's funny. I had a friend of mine the other day tell me, and I've been saying this quote every day in my head, is a samurai never waits. They're always preparing. And I love that. And you can use that for anything, whether it's a samurai, soldier, ninja, actor, cop, whatever you want to use. But a samurai is never waiting. They're always preparing. And I'm like, oh my God, that's beautiful. I love that because you always have to be working. You always have to be on for this industry. Like I said, it's very competitive and they're always looking for the next star, for the next big actor that's going to blow up. So you have to be ready. You have to be on top of your game. You have to be studying and you just have to, do the best you can.
Yeah, no, I think you're definitely going to be getting just bigger and bigger.
Thank you.
You know, I saw your Instagram. I mean, you are always working. I don't know how you stay in as good of shape you are, but you're like in top form, ladies. I don't know if it's hot in here or it's Carlo Mendez. But,
It's definitely hot in here. It's not me. It's hot. I promise you.
but yeah, and I saw E News covered you. You were on Entertainment Tonight. So you're definitely getting the spotlight. And
Yeah, little by little, my publicist got me out, a bunch of great little, jobs and stuff like that, or meetings and stuff like that, interviews. Those are fun to do. They're a little nerve wracking at first, but they're fun to do, and it's bringing. It gives you a lot of exposure that right now there's so much stuff going on that it gives you exposure that you otherwise wouldn't have. because there's just so much TV streaming and stuff like that. So these little interviews and that you do is good because people can turn in like, oh, I'd never seen them. Then they become aware of the work you've done, and they can check out stuff and like what I've done and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm super happy that you're here today, and I know
Thank you for
our
having me.
audience is gonna love watching this. We interview different people in the industry, but a lot of musicians. So, super happy to have like an actor, an esteemed actor on the show, guys. Is there any particular actors that you're looking or would love to work with, or directors?
Yeah, there's a few. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. Some of my favorites growing up watching them. Harrison Ford is one of my favorite actors. He's already up there. He's kind of old. He might be retiring soon. Who knows? But I'd love to work with him. You know, as in directors, Demise Chazelle would be a great director to work with. Michael Bay, I love his style of shooting. And I guess the typical guys, like Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, David Fincher would be great. Those guys are legends. In the right mind. But my hope is just to become a working actor and entertain people, have fun, and make a living out of it. That's my goal is to show what I got, what I can do. Because I believe I have. I've been working hard enough to show
Yeah.
people what I can do.
No, you really have. I mean, I could tell. I think you're a really great actor.
Thank you.
From the work that I saw, because I really did think about, I knew he was going to be on the show. And I feel like I have an eye for talent, but, obviously you're way, 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 way talented. But I like to also like look at movies and kind of, not dissect them, but really analyze them.
Yeah.
And I really thought you really acted really well, and everybody in that movie was a pretty good actor.
Yeah, Demise. Everybody was casted perfectly. I think cast perfectly. Everybody from Liz to Crystal to everybody, the supporting cast. Yara really did a great job in getting the cast going on and the casting and picking everybody. I think everybody was amazing and did an amazing job in that.
Yeah, and I just want to read a quote that your sister posted. She was saying that that you're just a hardworking actor, and this was your first lead in this film, and that we need more Latinos in leading roles.
Yeah, more opportunity, I guess, is what we need. Not just for the sake of just giving Latinos roles, but a more opportunity to talented people, because this acting business is hard. Let me tell you, it's hard. It's not as easy as people think. The greats make it look easy, but because they're great, they've been doing it for years and they really study their craft. I find acting extremely hard. I have to work 10 times harder than everybody else just to make it look, I guess, good or believable. I have to work really hard because I don't believe I'm as talented as you've been saying or some other people think. So I have to work really, really hard and really concentrate and really be on it. But we need, I guess, more opportunity, more. There's a lot of stories to tell out there, and I guess some of the things that still happens, as a Latino, you still get typecasted like having an accent or especially where you're from. I'm just a man. I guess I can play anything. That's what acting is. It's make believe. You can, I can play anything as long as I make it real and believable. But yeah, we just need more of the opportunity.
Yeah, I remember when I was young, one of the first movies that I liked was Mi Familia.
Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about that. I haven't seen that in years. Yeah.
I just remember, I don't know, I guess it was because it was about Latinos, So that's just a movie that, and that movie, it's just stood the test of time as well,
Yeah.
But that's what this channel is, Latin affiliated, and we definitely want to celebrate Latinos in the industry that are successful and showing how hardworking, and how much work it does take. Because I can't imagine. I do my little TikToks. I was telling him before we started recording, and I swear I have to pause after every line, like the memorization that I'm sure you have to.
Yeah, you gotta memorize. You have to concentrate. You gotta be present. You gotta, everything you say there has to be a reason why you're saying it, how you're saying it. It's technical. You have to hit your mark. You gotta hit your lines. There's just so much to it that you have to do it. That like I said, some of the greats. Like again, like a Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Denzel, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, they make it look so easy, but because they're so great, they've been doing it for such a long time. But it's hard work. It really is in this industry. I'm not saying it's the hardest work in the world. It's not. There's other jobs that are much harder. Being a parent is the hardest work in the work in the world to me, in my opinion. But in this industry for itself, because it's just so technical, but it's entertainment. So this is something that we need, because imagine we didn't have movies or art or
Yeah.
Music. It'd be boring.
Oh yeah.
Be very boring.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to, make this like, oh my God, this is the hardest job in the world. No, but it's hard in itself, of acting, So yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. You made it look easy for sure in that movie. Yeah, I was on some crazy emotions when I watched Demise. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what is he gonna do? He's got to kill her. And you guys got to watch the movie. I don't want to give any spoiler alerts.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's good, and it's like I said, it's got some good twists and turns that you're like, ooh, I didn't see that coming. Yeah, at least one, if you want to say that you're like, okay, I was shocked that happened. Yeah.
And there was a lot of shocking moments in that movie. So what can you share a little bit about what inspires you, like outside of acting?
What inspires me? I guess what inspires me, and I don't know if it'll sound cheesy or just like so.
That's okay.
I guess what inspires me is to inspire other people. Hitting the gym every day, no matter what I do the night before. I'm very disciplined. I hit the gym no matter if I go out the night before, get drunk, or I'm too tired to wake up. I hit the gym. I discipline myself. But, doing it to a point where like other people see it and they're like, oh my God, you inspire me. Like, at the bar, when I work at the bar, people are like, oh, dude, you're in great shape. What do you do? And I'm like, well, this is what I do. I'm like, man, I want to do the same. I'm like, well, the first thing you got to do is quit drinking. Like, really? But I don't drink that much. I'm like, it's not about the much. It's about the discipline. And they're shocked. They're like, oh, the discipline? I'm like, yeah, the discipline. To lead a certain lifestyle, you need a lot of discipline to lead a healthy lifestyle. And like I was telling you earlier, the older you get, the harder you got to go. It's not easy. I'm 46 and I wake up still, my back hurts, my knee hurts, but I go and I discipline myself and I still go to the gym and I still do what I got to do. But for a few reasons, it makes me feel good physically, but most importantly, it makes me feel great mentally. And it gives me, it's like my therapy. The gym is my therapy. When I get to the gym, I could be having a terrible day, just nothing going right. But once I get to the gym, everything else is done, it's gone, and that's my solace. It's my therapy. It's my kingdom. It's my cage, or whatever you want to say. It's where I go in and I just let everything out. And then once I'm done, I feel amazing. And never ever do I regret going to the gym. I regret not going to the gym.
Yeah.
Now here's another little thing that's a little strange. I don't like going to the gym. I don't like working out. I'd rather stay home. But the feeling I get of not working out versus the feeling of working out is greater. So if I don't go to the gym for 2-3 days, I feel way worse than if I go. So I've accustomed myself to trying to like convince myself, go to the gym. You're going to feel better. Go to the gym. But lifting weights is heavy too. It's hard. That's physically hard because I go for like an hour and a half. So doing that is tough. It's tough on your body, but it makes me feel amazing at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I know I keep talking about Demise, but honestly, I watched it as I was on the elliptical.
Yeah.
And it made the time fly by.
Yeah.
So, what do you listen to when you're in the gym? What is it? I saw some of your stories, and I noticed you were playing a lot of rock.
Yeah, I love alternative rock. I switch it up. Sometimes I listen to the Rocky soundtrack, Listen to maybe here and there a little bit of hip hop, even pop music. It all depends on my mood that day. But the majority of the time, it is rock. I have a few different playlists of just different things that I put on, but the majority of the time would be rock. Yeah, it just there's something about rock that gives me energy, and putting out music is so vital to working out because when you hear the right song at the right time and you're lifting heavy or you're lifting something, that song gives you so much power and strength to either lift it or keep going a little longer if you're doing cardio. Listen to the right song, and I'm telling you, you will push yourself even further, more than you ever thought you could.
Yeah. I love music. Music is everything for sure. I mean, that's why we have this channel. Is like I love the arts,
Yeah.
music. But yeah, that was the first time I had really kind of watched a movie while I was working out. Because usually I do listen to music, but man, I was glued, and it made my workout, my elliptical 45-minute session fly by, and so.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But yeah, so your movie is on it's on an app called Tubi. If you guys are interested, go download it. You can watch it, and it doesn't even cost anything. So.
Yeah, Tubi's free. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I only downloaded it just to watch your movie.
No. Thank
So
you.
it ended up being a very cool app. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Go check it out. Go watch that. So how do you approach selecting your movie roles?
So I don't, and to be completely honest, I don't have too many choices of selecting because I don't have a lot of stuff being offered to me. Very rarely do I get an offer here and there, so it's more about auditioning. But there's been a couple of times where I've had to turn things down. Just it all depends if it's a good project, if I feel it's a good character, if it's got a good story, if it's something that I'm excited to do. I don't have the choice right now to be very picky because again, I'm not at the level that I want to be, and that's just to be completely honest.
You guys are watching.
Yeah.
You have $1 million budget. Sounds
Yeah.
like Carlo
Yeah.
will be in it.
Yeah, but the couple times I've had a couple of things, thrown at me, offers and stuff like that. It just depends on the storyline, the character. Is it something I'm excited? Is it challenging? Because I'm looking for challenging roles now to become better. Because if you don't challenge yourself, you won't get better. And that's what life is. Life is you should be on a constant challenge so you can better yourself. And whether it's mentally or physically or spiritually, however it is, you need to challenge yourself to get better. The most successful people in the world are always challenging themselves
Yeah.
to be better. So
Well, thanks, Alex.
thank you.
Thanks to Alex Alonso. So, can you tell us any memorable moments, behind the scenes stories, or maybe about your new show that you're working on, Dexter?
Ooh,
Is that a challenging role? 'Cause-
it was. God, am I allowed to say this part? For Dexter, there's a very interesting story, but you know what? I don't know if I can say it yet.
Okay.
Because it gives away spoilers, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say
I know
it.
Dexter has a ton of fans, so make sure you tune in.
Yeah.
New season.
So I can't say it yet until it comes out, but it's a funny story, but I'm gonna have to wait just in case I don't want to get in trouble. Because
Okay.
we had like emails sent to us like, do not, certain things you can't talk about. Can't post pictures yet.
Really?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can't because I can't even post the pictures of what I did yet, so I can't talk about
So
it.
when
But I can talk about Demise because that's been out. I guess one of the funny things I did was there was one day we were shooting at a house at a location, and there was yard work being done like a couple of houses down, and we're like, "Fuck, it's making noise, and you need everything quiet." So I look at God, I'm like, I'll talk to the guy. What? So I just run down the street. I go to the guy. Oye, ¿qué pasa? Hey, psst, ¿tú puedes pararte por 5 minutos, por favor? Tú estás pasando lawnmower. Estamos filmando algo. Te doy 20 pesos, nada más, como unos 10 minutos nada más. Oh, sí, sí, tranquilo. And then ran back up, shot the scene, and then I'm like, okay, go for it, do it. So, little things like that, sometimes you got to take charge, little things that happen behind the scenes like that.
Wow.
Of stuff. But for the most part, it's just, it's hard to think because there's so much stuff that happens, but nothing terrible has ever happened. And it's just like funny things or just normal everyday stuff that happens behind the scenes.
Yeah, and when you're shooting, you're with these people like weeks at a time, right?
Weeks at a time, hours at a day. for 10, 12, 13, 14 hours a day, because to get, what the other thing I don't know if people realize is to shoot an hour and a half, 2 hour movie, you're shooting for 3 months, 14, 15 hour days for 3 straight months. I mean, we did Demise, the way it was planned out and everything. Yara did a great job, but, it was 17 days, to shoot this. And the way it was structured, it worked out perfectly. But there's feature films, 2, 3 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 hours of a feature film, or an hour and a half. It takes 3 months, 2, 3 months and then the editing process. Forget about it. That takes a year.
Oh my gosh.
That's the other thing I don't know if people realize. By the time you start principal day, the first day, to the day it comes out, a whole year goes by. Year and a half can go by easily. Get the editing, color correction, putting in the music, just doing everything takes
Yeah.
a long, long time. So when you see a movie coming out now, that movie's been shot over a year ago.
Yeah. Is there any movies you're looking forward to coming out?
Movies looking forward to coming out. Gosh, oof.
Or any you've seen recently? Like, have you been attending any of the film festivals?
I haven't had time for the film festivals because I've just been, gearing up and prepping up for, Dexter and a couple other projects that I've been doing. But, recently I saw that they're doing another Jurassic Park with Scarlett Johansson. So I like Scarlett. I think she's a great actress. I would have loved to have been in a Jurassic Park movie. I grew up watching that. The first one in 1993 with, Steven Spielberg. That was great. One of my favorite movies of all time. I just love watching movies. I saw Beetlejuice the other day. Saw Alien Romulus, I think it's called. I just love watching movies. I'm a big fan of just going to the movie theaters and watching movies and sitting down and having an experience.
What did you think about Beetlejuice? I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet? It's interesting.
Compared to it's
The original's the best. Yeah. I mean, the original for me was a 10 out of 10. I remember it came out, 87, 88. This one...
Did they rewrite the story? It's a completely different story.
It's kind of different. It's I don't want to ruin it for anybody. I still enjoyed it. I'd still tell you to go watch it because Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice, it was amazing.
So they have Michael Keaton in there again.
Oh yeah. No,
okay.
they
because they didn't use Gina Davis or Alec
Baldwin. No, because I guess maybe their storyline already ended.
Oh,
like
okay.
they're the ghosts and they maybe moved on. But you can't make Beetlejuice without Michael Keaton. There's some actors in some of the roles that is so iconic you can't remake that.
Thankfully, Hollywood knew that because I wouldn't be surprised if they
exactly like when they did I think the remake, I didn't see it, but Nightmare on Elm Street, they didn't do it with Robert Englund and they used another actor, which the other actor, I didn't see the movie, but Jackie Earl Haley was still amazing in it. But how do you not still use the actor that brought that to life?
Yeah.
And Hollywood makes that mistake a lot. They'll just recast the part or redo it or something, and it's like it's just not as good. It's not that. So from what I read, because I'm a little trivia nerd. I love reading trivia about movies and stuff like that. Tim Burton said he wouldn't make it without Michael Keaton.
That's good.
Which is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, he made Beetlejuice what it is. So it's still a fun one to watch. Check it out, but it's not as amazing as the original. It didn't have that.
Yeah, I still want to see it.
Yeah. I definitely still watch it if you can. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely still want to see it. I mean, it's definitely, but the original,
Yeah.
And I guess they're making it for the new generation. So
Yeah, exactly. They've toned it down a little bit for the new generation.
Okay. They have to be a little bit PC nowadays.
Yeah.
So what's a character that you'd love to play that you haven't?
Good question. Something challenging. Something where you will be watching it and then either halfway through the movie or the show or at the end you're like, wait a second, was that Carlo? Something challenging where I'm completely transformed. Like, I'll give you an example. Christian Bale in American Hustle. You didn't almost recognize that was him. Or Donnie Wahlberg in The Sixth Sense. You didn't even though that was a really small, short role for him, you're like, wait, was that him? Mm-hmm. So something challenging, whatever it may be, whether it's playing a crackhead or playing a gangster or just something challenging where it would work against my looks, where you would think, no, he can't
Like
play
wearing
that.
like a fat suit or something.
Well, whether it be a fat suit or shave my head or dye my hair, maybe gain some weight or lose some weight or just something along the lines of challenging like that, where you'd be like, I would never pick him for that, but oh my God, he did great. Oh my God, he proved me wrong, type of thing. So, but something challenging, something different. I like versatility, one actor that's been very versatile in the last few years has been Ryan Gosling. From Barbie, playing Ken, to Blade Runner 2049, La La Land, to Drive, to The Fall Guy, where he's playing comedic. He's kind of like changed up his look, and he's been very versatile. Something like that. I'm looking to challenge myself.
Yeah, you should have been in Barbie.
I could, yeah, I could have been, yeah. Hi, Barbie.
Actually, I went to at La La Land. He actually, I believe they filmed in a dive bar in Long Beach. It's called the
Oh.
Blind Donkey.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fun fact.
Very cool.
Yeah, supposedly one of the parts was filmed.
Was filmed there? Oh, look
Yeah.
at that. Yeah, yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely a huge fan of Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes and Carlo Mendez.
Yeah.
I could see. I think you could rock the blonde hair if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, whether it be blonde or purple, something different. I don't know. I've never dyed my hair like that, but something different, challenging. Very character driven. Something. Just like that excites me. That it's a challenge, and I think that's the long. Challenging yourself in this industry is very important to last and to be good and to keep going, because if you don't challenge yourself and change, you just become worn out and stale, if that makes any sense. And there's been a lot of actors that happens to. I want longevity in this career.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of mimics like the music industry in a way too. The musicians, they always
Yeah.
have to evolve.
Evolve, yeah.
So it is definitely an entertainment quality, I think. So has your sister Eva given you any advice about how to navigate the acting?
Yeah, just like very simple, wholesome advice of just like work hard, always be on top of your game, be nice, be humble, challenge yourself, always be up and ready, and figure things out. Learn how to figure things out, because it's a tough industry. It's a very tough industry, and she's had her challenges and ups and downs as well as we all do. But just work hard, be humble, be nice, and always have hope. Hope that tomorrow's gonna bring something amazing.
Yeah, so did you ever live in Miami?
I did. I was born in LA, raised in Miami, and then came back out here to live again.
Do you still go or visit?
Yeah, I'll go visit. I got, still some family out there and stuff like that. So I'll go visit. I love Miami. It's great. It's fun. I still prefer LA. Miami's
They're
fun.
like similar, but they're different.
To me, it's completely different lifestyle, people, and everything. Even especially the weather. The thing I love about LA, I know it's a little hot here, but it's hot everywhere right now. The weather in LA is the best. It can be hot a little bit during the day, but it cools down at night. And you get the season. Miami, it's humid 99% of the time. It cools down maybe 2-3 weeks at a time, and that's it. But the weather here in LA is amazing. And it's hot right now, but it's hot everywhere. Go to Phoenix, go to Texas,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
go to Mississippi, go to Tennessee, anywhere. It's really hot. But we have some of the best weather here. So I love that. And I love that LA, there's so much to do. You can drive anywhere an hour and a half, 2 hours, and be somewhere completely different. You got the mountains, you got the beaches, you got everything. You got the snow, you got everything here. Miami's a little bit more flat. Miami's just beach and flat. And there's only very little few things to do. Very few things to do. But it's still fun. It's great. And Miami, in the last 14, 15 years that I've been gone, every time I go back to Miami, it's really gotten even more beautiful. But it's very humid.
Yeah.
And if you don't know the humidity, you go there, you're going to feel it. You will start from the moment you leave your door to get to your car. No joke, you're sweating. That's 5, 6, 7 steps to your car or wherever. You're sweating from the humidity.
Yeah, I guess because I went to Vegas last year and I had a blast. But yeah, you're right. I think it is a little bit like Vegas. Like it's a great place to visit.
Yeah, it's a great place to visit. But do you really want to live in Vegas? And Vegas is another place where it's super hot right now too. Super hot. So, but Miami's fun. Like there's, you have a great youth out there, and the beaches are
I always
beautiful
say
and amazing.
it's a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It totally is. Miami's fun. But I just love the lifestyle of LA much better.
Yeah. Yeah, no, LA is definitely where everyone comes to, try and
Pursue their dreams. This is an industrial state. This is where, a lot of people come to pursue something, whether it's acting or in the arts industry or whatever it is, open a business, anything, because there's just so much out here. There's so much opportunity here that maybe I'm wrong, but that you don't get in anywhere else.
So, I was telling you earlier about the TikTok, products that they sell now on live shopping. Do brands approach you would you ever?
I've had a couple brands approach me. I just have to. I'm bad with social media, and bad and lazy. A little confession. I don't own a computer. I've never owned a computer.
Really?
I had an ex-girlfriend of mine give me a computer, an Apple laptop. I opened it twice in the
What?
year and a half that I had it, probably, and then I sold it because I never used it. I do everything off my phone. So I'm bad with technology. I'm bad with social media. I don't put a lot of attention to it. I try. Like sometimes I'm like, all right, what am I gonna post today? So I'll post a motivational video or something, or something, but just to keep it going.
More gym workouts.
Yeah. Oh, more gym
We're
workouts.
really,
Yeah.
we're really liking those.
I just feel like I don't want to get stale of the same thing over and over. So
We won't. Don't
yeah.
worry.
Thank you. So sometimes I'll even go like a week and a half without posting a story. An actual post. Oh my God! Now I go like a month without posting because I just don't know what to do. But I've been approached certain things, but it's got to be something that I like. I'm passionate, and it makes sense for me to take on.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that brands must be like throwing products at you for them.
No, I guess not, because maybe they see that I'm not very much on social media.
Well,
I've been asked for some things, but like I would have to get better. I guess more interacting with.
I mean,
social media.
especially if I don't know, if you do pre-workouts or anything like that, but that seems like that would be like a really
Oh yeah, I love my pre-workout.
no-brainer for you to just.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't had anybody approach me something like that, but if they ever did, I definitely. If it was something about working out, gym, health wise, for sure I would take on. For sure.
Maybe I'll just.
Well, maybe somebody out there. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I think so. Like if you need his information, just contact me and we'll get you guys connected.
Yeah. Or I'm on social media, Carlo Mendez or at CMendez78 is my
Yeah.
IG handle, I guess it's called.
Yes. And we'll put it on the screen. Don't worry. We'll definitely put it on the screen and a link in the description. So make sure you guys go follow him. Are you putting anything on YouTube at all? Like, you need some help, Carlo. Oh my God.
I do.
You need an intern or something.
I didn't even know you can put things on YouTube as a person like until a while ago. I had no idea. I have YouTube
You can
because
do it from your phone.
yeah. So I'm terrible. I never even thought about putting anything on YouTube. Put it that way.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
and it's funny because like whatever I post on Instagram, it just goes directly to Facebook, and that's it.
And yeah.
And I don't even barely even go on Facebook. I'm terrible at that stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta get better because it can be fun. It can be distracting, or it can be fun. It's however you want to use it as a tool.
Yeah.
I believe. But sometimes I will catch myself, like I'll wake up and I'll start going through Instagram like, oh no, stop. Be more productive. Submit yourself for projects. And then I say that to myself 2 seconds later, literally, I'm back on Instagram. I'm like, oh. So it's like, it's a distraction. But I have used Instagram for like putting, jobs of acting, so that, and I have gotten work out of it. I've gotten paid gigs out of it. So that's great. So you can use it as a tool. I just have to remind myself it is a tool that you can use for the better and for productivity.
Yeah, no, I just feel like there's so many opportunities for you to, take advantage of brands because that's kind of my world a little bit. Actually, this video is sponsored, and we have a couple of products, and one of them is this drink called Upside, where basically if you drink, it will remove the hangover effects.
Does that work?
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yes.
Now, okay, let me ask you, does it depend on how bad the hangover is, or does it work for any hangover? Because I've had some hangovers that are terrible, and then some moderate hangovers and some okay hangovers.
Well, my Mexican advice is, if you wake up drunk, then just have another beer.
Yeah. What is it? The hair of the dog that they call or something like that? Because I like drinking. I've cut back a lot, but there's been times where I've drank so much. I wake up the next day and I'm like, nothing but God can save me now. Because I don't care what I drink for that hangover, nothing is gonna cure it.
Menudo.
Menudo. What is that?
Menudo?
Menudo?
No, that's a Mexican sopa.
Oh no, I don't know.
Oh, you're Cuban.
Cuban, yes. I don't know.
That's so funny.
Well, look, I've tried
You
everything.
need to eat some menudo.
Yeah, I've tried when I've been hungover, I've tried everything. I've tried eating greasy burgers. I've tried
like that.
sopas. I've tried Gatorade, electrolytes. And I guess maybe I'm to the extreme because, when I would drink like 10, 15 drinks. 8,
I'm
9,
going to send
10,
you my
11.
link to the Upside.
To the Upside, okay.
You order
it. And well, you know what? I hope I never need it. I never want to get drunk enough where I have a hangover. But I did, for my birthday, I did get drunk and I had a bad hangover. But I don't know if anything actually works, but maybe this does, because I've tried everything, and it's when you have a bad hangover.
Yeah, I love to, obviously we, people do like to drink. It's fun, right? It's
fun, yeah.
It's fun.
When you can keep it in the realm of a good balance where you just
Which
drink
is hard.
3, 4, and you have to remind yourself, and it's challenging. And again, that goes back to the challenging thing is, remind yourself, okay, 3, 4, 5 drinks, max, that's it. And then stop. Because, you can keep going, you're having fun. Next, all it takes is, we've all been there, that one shot or that one extra drink, you drink it, that's the one that just puts you over the limit. And you're like, oh, what did I do? And I get sick. Like when I drink too much, I get sick.
Ooh,
I
I've never
throw
done
up.
that.
I start sweating. I get dizzy, and I literally just
Wow.
I'm discombobulated. Alcohol in my body, it does not like it, and it just makes me sick.
Yeah, and you're in like great shape right now as well. I feel like probably people that have more fat on them, they can absorb alcohol more.
Oh yeah, maybe so, but still, it's like you pass that threshold of just that one extra drink or shot. Oh, it's all downhill. But it's made me sick bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to go visit you at your bar.
Yes, please come anytime.
Are you doing any tricks like Tom Cruise and cocktail?
I wish that'd be great, but there's no time to do that at my bar. It's so busy there. There'd be no time to do any tricks.
A drink named after you or anything? The Carlo?
We had one called Carlitos Way that I made. It was actually pretty good. It was well, I had another bartender. I'm the worst bartender. Like you ask me for a great drink, I'll make you a vodka soda. Because alcohol have so much sugar in it. I want to try to give you the healthiest option there is. But there was one that they made, we call Carlitos Way. It was coconut rum, some pineapple, cranberry, lime juice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just got to remember the exact
yummy
ingredients of percentage of in it. But it was good, and everybody liked it. It was kind of like refreshing. Now, that drink has probably been done 1,000 times, of course. But it's what they named
I've
it.
never heard of that.
No,
it sounds really
good. But they named it after me at the bar, and it was just because it's rum. I'm Cuban, and coconut is one of my favorite flavors. So like, let's make something like. And it was an easy thing, just coconut rum, pineapple, cranberry, lime juice. Boom,
That sounds really good. Yeah. I love lime juice, so I'm sure that. What have been some of your most rewarding aspects of being an actor?
I guess rewarding aspects would be just people recognizing me and coming up to me and be like, hey man, I saw what you did. I really liked it. I enjoyed myself, or you inspired me. I saw, something, and you're, physical, and I started working out because of you. I guess the inspiration of like just inspiring other people. I like to inspire, I like to motivate, I like to push other people. And when somebody tells me, something like that helped them change or become a little bit better, even if it's just or entertain them just for a couple of hours, it feels good,
Yeah. So do you see any like things changing in the industry?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of change. COVID really changed everything to like staying at home, streaming. The movie theaters, as we know, a bunch of them closed down and stuff like that. And that changed because I love the movie theater going experience. There's nothing like going to the movie theaters, sitting with a bunch of strangers, watching it on the big screen with the speakers, and then everybody just that energy of just like either laughing or crying or feeling that emotion of a character. So, but that's changed a lot where now, you stay at home and no matter what, watching a movie at home is not the same as watching in the theater. So, but that aspect has changed, and there's pros and cons to everything. Now there's a lot more opportunities out there for actors because there's a lot more streaming services. So there's more auditions, more jobs and everything. But also at the same time makes it that much harder to really be recognized, to be to get more work as well, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because it's so saturated.
Right.
There's just so much, you're not gonna see a movie star for a long time now, like a new movie star.
Yeah.
If
No,
ever.
that's interesting.
Yeah, if you think about it, because everything's now just TV, streaming shows, and stuff like that. So, and there's just something amazing about having your movie released in the theater. And I hopefully they cut. It makes a comeback. I think there's been some movies like Deadpool made a lot of money, so people are going to the movies. So I guess the business is still there. You just need to release something that the public wants to see, something good. So hopefully that Hollywood will pick up and keep going and just release stuff in the theater for people to go and watch.
Yeah, what did you think of Deadpool? He was kind of like,
Loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It's my kind of sense of humor. My kind of. I actually want to go see it again in the theater before it comes out. I enjoyed it. I love Ryan Reynolds. I love the whole Deadpool thing, and with Wolverine, that was just like, what else can you ask for? It was so much fun.
I saw Wolverine. What's his name?
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman. He was dancing. He had some moves.
Wait, he was dancing in it?
Yeah. No. It was like like a clip he did.
Oh, clip. Oh, yeah. Well, he's a dancer.
And really,
Well, Hugh Jackman's a triple threat. He can sing, dance, and act.
I thought it was like AI. I was like, that's not.
No. He.
Deadpool was behind him. Well, not the actual Deadpool, but there was.
But yeah, no. Hugh
send it
Jackman is a triple threat. Yeah, he's done Broadway. He's done musicals. No, he's a triple threat. He can act, sing, and dance. That guy's an amazing actor. Yep. He can do it all.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't know that about him, but
he's a dancer.
he was straight getting down.
Yeah.
I was like, and he had the claws on, but Deadpool was dancing with him behind him.
That's
it was
funny.
like it was a funny clip. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
What about you? Do you get into dancing at all?
Terrible. I'm a terrible dancer. I can only dance. There's only a few certain songs I can dance to. I mean, regular like songs, you just move, but like salsa dancing, which I love doing, but I'm terrible. Either I gotta have a couple of shots, to loosen up, and I gotta listen to the right song that I feel in my soul that I can dance to. I can't just dance any salsa song. So I love it, but I need to be under the influence for sure to do it.
No, I know you like Pitbull though, right?
Oh, Pitbull's amazing. I love Pitbull. Yeah. Yeah.
Dale.
Dale. He's I love his music, his beats, everything. He's great. Yeah, he's awesome.
So what if you got a role like Magic Mike or something?
I would do it. It's challenging. I'd have to get choreographed and really learn how to dance and do it. But that'd be something challenging that I would take on.
Dancing with the Stars.
Ooh, God, a national television like that's embarrassing. I don't know. Even though I'm an extrovert, I can be quite shy for certain things, and dancing is one of them. I'm a little shy. Even though I put up some videos of me dancing, because I try to overcome that little fear. I have a few fears of things, Swimming, dancing is one of them. That's why I overcome it, and public speaking, which I have to overcome. Which, if you notice in my Instagram videos, I never really speak. I either just have a video, put on music,
And
or
a
I
caption.
and caption. So I've been like, all right, I want to speak to the people, I guess, whoever would like me to hear, but I'm a little shy about it, and that's a fear that I have that I want to overcome. So I don't know
Okay.
when or how I'm gonna do it, but that's one fear because I feel like that's public speaking. You're speaking to your phone, and there's people watching you, or you're gonna see you, and I feel like that's the same thing as if I was public speaking to
You
people.
should practice on Instagram Live.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's right. You can go live. I forgot
Yes.
about that.
Yes. Do that, and then just answer the comments.
Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. I never thought about that.
Yeah. I've gotten into that a little bit, but yeah, I'm sure that would help. But getting over your fear of public speaking, that's definitely a tough one.
Yeah. Face your
know.
fears. Go for your fears. Mine. One of them, my other one was swimming. I have a fear of swimming because I'm not a swimmer, and even though I can't tell you the story because there's a part tied to Dexter for it.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not a swimmer, so that's one fear I want to overcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, beach or pool then?
Oh, pool for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like boats?
I do. I like boats and stuff. I like going to the beach here and there. I don't like getting too much sun already because it's too hot. But yeah, a pool because I feel like if I'm gonna drown, somebody can save me a little bit better in the pool than in the beach. The beach you get swept away because I almost drowned. I almost drowned in the pool and I almost drowned in the beach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when I was young, and I remember that I was like 2 or 3 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, in the
It's
pool.
crazy what you remember.
Yeah, I remember that was trauma. I remember that. Yeah.
Wow.
My dad pulled. Long story short, he pulled me out of the water as I was drowning, and I remember just falling asleep. I was like, oh, this is, and then a hand came out and pulled me out, and then at the beach, I had to save myself. I tried to face a little bit of my fear, and I remember reading or somebody saying like, if you ever get caught up in a tide in the wave, you gotta swim sideways. And I remember it was out in Florida. The wave took me out a little too far, and I didn't have a life vest or anything. And I was like, oh, and I was like doing this, and I just kind of just paddled my weight sideways, and then started going to the shore. And I had swallowed so much water. I was like, oh, never again. That's probably the last time I went in the beach
Wow.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. No, well, we're glad that you.
No. So I got to overcome that, but I don't know
Yeah.
when or how.
I hope we're going to be seeing you more on Instagram Live and make sure.
Thank you.
So, okay, let me ask you some fun questions, okay?
Yeah.
This is the segment. My new segment is called This or That.
Okay.
And I'm so glad you didn't read these notes I sent to you because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, man.
I was going to, but then I started reading a script and then I got tired. I'm like, I got to get some rest.
I gave him a preview, and I don't do that for any of my guests. I kind of only...
But it's kind of fun and exciting where I don't know the questions are coming. Actually, I kind of like that better instead of expecting it.
Yes. I was going to delete that part, but so he didn't read it anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so comedy or drama?
Comedy or drama? Oof, comedy.
Okay. Working with established actors or discovering new talent?
It's a tough one. But I guess established actors because it's challenging. You when you work with people that are better than you have to get better. You shouldn't always be the smartest person in the room, right? As they say. So with established actors, because if they're established, they're better. They've been working for a while, and I want to get to their level.
Good answer. Yes. And there's no wrong answers. So filming on location or inside of a studio?
Ooh, filming on location.
Okay. Performing live theater or on a film?
Film.
Okay. So no Broadway yet. No,
at least not
no
yet.
Dancing, live dancing. Yeah, no Magic
Not
Mike.
yet. That can change, but
Or
as of
Chip
right
and
now.
Dale Vegas shows yet. Okay, so shooting action scenes or emotional scenes?
Oof. Action scenes.
Action?
Yeah, I'm very physical.
Okay. Improvisation or sticking to the script?
Improv. Love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do a lot of improv in on Demise at all?
Yeah.
I still see a part in there that I felt like you. It was kind of a small funny part. I'll have to remember what it was, but I felt like you did that. Honestly, I don't know why. I just
Maybe, yeah. It's hard to remember now because it's been a couple of years, but I love improv because I've taken improv classes before, but there's just something about spontaneity and just improving something on the spot and just it just coming out just natural like that. I love doing that. That's one of my favorite things to do. It doesn't always work, of course, but it works a lot more when it comes to like comedic stuff. But yeah, it's just there's just something exciting about like I don't know what's gonna happen now. Let's just improv. Oh, it's so exciting! It's so exhilarating! It's challenging.
yeah, no, yeah, it definitely makes you think on your feet.
Yeah, being
Yeah.
thinking on your feet.
Okay, so late night shoots or early morning shoots?
I guess it's a tough one, but once things get rolling, early morning shoots are better.
Early morning shoot. Okay, so you're a morning person?
No, not anymore because I work late nights. But if I had to
Oh.
choose to reset, I'd rather do early mornings than late nights.
Okay. Character roles or leading roles?
Leading roles.
Leading roles. That's right. He's going to be the next movie, next James Bond,
Oh.
the first Latino James Bond right here.
That'd be interesting.
Okay, watching movies or reading scripts?
Watching movies,
Okay. Directing or acting?
acting.
Okay, well, there you have it. I mean, those are his answers, guys. They're very action or acting focused, film industry focused, but yeah. Well, what do you think? We're going to wrap up really soon, but let me just ask you one more question. What do you consider your biggest accomplishment thus far,
In the acting world,
or in general?
or in general, oof, that's a tough one. I don't have any kids, so no accomplishments there.
You have many nieces and nephews.
But I have many nieces and nephews. Yeah, like
Are you the favorite, Theo?
um,
I guess not.
I'm. You know what? I'm the only Theo right now. I guess. Yeah, my brother passed away, so
Oh,
I would
yes.
be the only uncle. So there's no other choice than to be the favorite uncle now. Favorite accomplishment. My gosh,
Biggest accomplishment.
biggest accomplishment. You know what? I don't feel like I've accomplished enough yet. I'm a late bloomer. You know, I started acting in my mid 30s, possibly. I don't feel like I've accomplished enough to be like, oh, this is my greatest accomplishment. Since I don't have any kids, because having kids, I think, is the greatest accomplishment anybody can have. But since I don't have them, I feel like I haven't accomplished anything yet. I have a lot that I want to accomplish, but I don't feel like I'm there yet. There's nothing that I'm proud of myself yet to the point where I'm like, I'm proud or I've accomplished this yet. The only closest thing is, again, when somebody comes up to me and tells me, hey, you inspired me to be healthier or hit the gym or go running or do something, that is the closest thing to accomplishment that I have. But I feel like I haven't really accomplished anything yet that I myself can be proud of.
Okay. Well, we're going to be watching, and I know we're all proud of you, like inspired, I like I know you said you don't do a lot of Instagram, but there's a funny skit on there that you did. I think his name's Anthony Bless.
Oh, yes. Yeah, with
You
Anthony
did a little
Bless.
bit of dancing.
Yeah, we did a little bit of dancing
It
and
was
stuff like
so
that. It was
funny.
the Zen Man or some Zen Man or something like that. Yeah, it was
He was
funny.
all namaste, and you were all, I'm going to stay
Yeah,
right
I'm gonna
here.
say, yeah, that was a funny little skit. I love doing little goofy things like that, and and comedy. Comedy, when you can make somebody laugh, you can't be sad and laugh at the same time. Even if you're sad, when you're laughing, and as soon as the laugh goes away, sadness comes. That's fine, but when you're laughing, you can't be sad.
Yeah.
So it's a great feeling to have, and it's something great to give somebody to make them laugh. You made their moment, their day. So it's great.
Yes, I shared that on our story, and he actually followed us and was like happy that we shared it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so that was a super funny skit. But yeah, I mean, we'll be on the lookout for your new movies. We're definitely going to be watching Dexter. If there's any other things that, you want to mention before we go, feel free. And
Dexter's coming out. Follow your dreams, work hard, be a kind person, be nice, treat people the way you want to be treated, and don't give up on your dreams. Go out there and really make it happen, because like I've said before, we're here for a good time, not a long time, and enjoy life, because I can't believe how fast time goes. I mean, we're already at the end of the year almost.
I know. That's crazy.
In 2024, you got another 3 months left. Next thing you know, it's 2025, 2026, you're 30, you're 40, you're 50. Ask any person who's, their 40s or 50s or 60s or 70s, they're like, I can't believe how fast life is gone, how short it is. So enjoy it. Go after what you want. Be kind, be nice. Dance, drink, make love, and live your life.
Yeah, well, those are some great parting words. And I know everyone is so excited to see you more and more leading films, really inspiring the Latinos out there. And thank you so much for being on our show, Carlo Mendez.
Thank you so much for having me.
We obviously learned a lot about you today.
Yeah.
So very, very happy to have this and have you on the show. But thank you for your time. And all right, guys, you guys know what to do. Make sure you subscribe, let me know what part you liked of this interview the most. And make sure you go follow Carlo Mendez. We'll have his handle right here on the screen. And we'll be watching.
Yeah.
We're going to be watching. We're going to continue watching you. So we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.
Peace. Thank ya.